Number 24, Cam Thomas.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for the Nets, Thomas is out there with Simmons. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
He hits the second from the line. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Pirtle sends it back.
He's quick to read and react on D. Pirtle can really disrupt an opponent's offense.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Siakam for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simmons against Schroeder. And they double up Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
The kick out to Barnes. Simmons pulls it in. Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And they double up Simmons. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. Thomas against Anunoby. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
And they'll get another chance. Johnson outside. Over Barnes. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him carefully.
And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans that just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Pirtle. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Prince subbed in for OG Anunoby. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Some changes for Toronto. McDaniels comes in for Barnes. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Dennis Schroeder. Porter passes to Young. Here's McDaniels, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops from McDaniels. Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Here's Bates. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago. Here's Shamet. And the Nets miss again. Here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And that one's good, Shamet.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Porter passes to Young. Over Claxton. And again, no good by Toronto. Nets trail by 5. Here's Porter. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Porter. The Raptors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Nets.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Claxton. Back to Porter from outside the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Trent. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
They get it again. Sharp. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the layup.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trent with it. With 1 on the clock. And so both teams trade buckets as we end the first quarter. Toronto ahead. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Nicholas Claxton out there with Lonnie Walker. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Sharp, and it's Bates in at the shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got 6.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to Bates. Back to Simmons. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here's Siakam. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here's Claxton. Still yet to score. 5 on the clock. Here's Bates. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the rock.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. Simmons against Schroeder. Simmons passes to Bates. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look at double and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Sharp, and it's Cameron Thomas in for Lonnie Walker. Right, talking about Jakob Poeltl, it doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
And Poeltl sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. McDaniels checked in for Toronto. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. Simmons. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Simmons got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
From past the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. McDaniels got 5 now.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Simmons. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And here's Schroeder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Here's Siakam. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring, Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Porter's checked in for the Nets. And then for Toronto, Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Porter kicks to Johnson. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now, here's Trent. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The offensive rebound, Achua, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Porter passes to Claxton to end the run. It's hauled in by Achua. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Porter comes in for McDaniel. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Tipped away. Bates passes to Porter. Trent outside. Schroeder, left side. Over Thomas. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. Well, for the Raptors, Kenny, give us your take.
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their pacing, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they owned the offensive glass.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So for Toronto right now, big men in the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's Barnes. Here's Schroeder. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Siakam with it. Finney-Smith defending. Siakam misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his mere decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ben Simmons.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Here's Siakam. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 7 rebounds in the game.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 5. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender. Whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter, he's a shot-blocking threat.
For the lead. And Barnes sends it back. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Young's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Thaddeus Young.
The Raptors have done a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Here's Barnes, and good that time.
Timeout.
Barnes has got 6.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
The most passionate fans in the land.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, there's the Nets, 3.5 back.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I wish I could say I saw it coming, but I had no idea they put it together so early. Tremendous job by their coaching staff.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Walker with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Toronto. The lead is 2. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Pass to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. RJ, you look at Dennis Schroeder, incredibly fast, but also a veteran leader now.
Yeah, he's really mature. He knows how to make plays without making too many mistakes. That's what you get from a guy with 10-plus years in this league.
Here's Schroeder after Ben Simmons' bucket. Pulls up on the elbow, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Raptors have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A new group in now for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Young. McDaniels checked in for Scotty Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby.
When Johnson hits a 3 from that corner, it just seems to energize his entire team.
To the middle, and stolen by Achua. One-on-one fast break. Here's Trent. Excellent D from Thomas. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, Porter. Back to Johnson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. To the paint. The dunk by Achua.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
It really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Now the pass to Trent. The rebound by the Nets. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Porter passes to Claxton, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Trent outside. Passes it to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Porter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
46.
Nets lead by 3.
43.
We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next.
All right, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Raptors trail by 3. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Cameron Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Thomas, and it's Shamet in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Claxton. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Claxton's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Now, here's Shamet, defended by Trent. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. Simmons checked in for Landry Shamet. The Raptors also with a sub. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Chris Boucher. A nice shot by Simmons.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Pass to Anunoby. Stolen by Thomas. Trent against Simmons. That one misses. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 7-point differential.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Poeltl with the steal. Barnes against Johnson. Oh, they get it back. And the basket is good.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Here's Simmons. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And a wide open look for Siakam. From the high post, he drills it. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Now heading onto the floor,
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, during the break, listening to Jacques Vaughn's huddle, he was very fired up. He said, look, this is going to be a big win for us. We close this out, and we'll show the rest of the league who we are.
Thank you, David.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
That evens the score.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Simmons. Count that one. Simmons got 12 points in just the second half.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Toronto calls timeout. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a lead that was reluctant to get in his way. Yeah, big call there on the goal team. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Simmons. Back to Finney-Smith. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. To take the lead, Trent can't hit. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Siakam misses. And for Brooklyn, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Simmons. Another shot. And the layup by Thomas. Thomas got his first points in this one.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Schroeder against Simmons. Here's Siakam. Got a piece of it. Thomas feeling it out a bit.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
At the line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Schroeder against Simmons. To the inside. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
His third personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
In these clutch situations, Simmons is focused better than normal at the stripe.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Simmons against Schroeder. Over Simmons. Offensive rebound. Siakam. Missed inside.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
On the court.
Anunoby has the open look. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're up by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Thomas.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Here's Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Anunoby. So it's the Nets picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.